Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Behind these glass windows, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, BMW. Cars worth more than most people here will earn in a lifetime. This city has tripled in size over the past 20 years. Chinese investment is pouring in. New casinos, high-rises, gated communities. The real estate market is booming. But the question nobody seems to ask, booming for whom? A friend of mine makes videos here. He brought someone along who knows the area, a local, who agreed to show us around. And just a few steps from the showrooms, this. That's Cambodia in one frame. A country that has been growing at 7% a year for 2 decades. A country where poverty has been cut in half since 2014. But also a country where almost 1 in 5 people still live in what the UN calls multi-dimensional poverty. Growth doesn't reach everyone at the same speed. I followed the path along the garbage, past walls, past construction sites, into this. These settlements exist all along Cambodia's railway lines. Thousands of families built their homes here, on land nobody else wanted. When the train stopped running after decades of war and neglect, people moved in. Now the trains are back, the tracks are being rebuilt, and the future of these communities is uncertain. There have been resettlement programs. Families relocated to new housing, sometimes kilometers outside the city. Some got better homes, but they also lost their jobs, their networks, their customers, moved away from everything they knew. It's a dilemma, without easy answers. Stay here in the path of progress or leave and start from zero. All around me, high-rises are going up. Phnom Penh is expanding, and right in the middle of it, corrugated metal, wooden shacks, stray dogs, and garbage everywhere. What surprises me most is how open everyone is. Kids wave, shout hello, laugh when I wave back. There's no hostility here, no suspicion, just curiosity. This is something I keep experiencing in Southeast Asia. People who have very little are often the most generous. Not with money, but with warmth, with time, with attention. I'm a stranger with a camera, and I'm welcomed anyways. A horn in the distance, then another. The train is coming. Cambodia's railway network was built in the 1930s under French colonial rule. It fell apart during the Khmer Rouge era and the wars that followed. For decades, the tracks were abandoned, home only to handmade bamboo carts that locals used to move between villages. Passenger service resumed in 2016. Now there are plans to connect this network all the way to Bangkok, to Vietnam, part of a larger dream of Pan-Asian Railway. Progress, moving forward, literally. And the people who live 3 meters from these tracks, they just step aside. The train passes, life resumes. A woman hangs laundry between 2 poles. Somewhere, a radio is playing Khmer pop music. Kids chase each other between the shacks. There's a rhythm here, a normalcy that's hard to understand from the outside. This isn't chaos, it's organized in ways that only make sense if you live it. You have to remember, Cambodia has lived through genocide, civil war, and complete societal collapse, all within the last 50 years. The Khmer Rouge killed an estimated 20% of the population. The parents of these children are the first generation to grow up in relative peace. That explains a lot. The resilience, the optimism, but also the scars that don't show on camera. Tuk-tuks parked in the shade, motorbikes weaving through, the smell of smoke, garbage being burned, because there's nowhere else for it to go. And in between all of this, life. People playing cards, drinking beer, laughing. Many here survive through the informal economy. No contracts, no security, no benefits, but also no barriers. You find something to sell, you sell it. You find something to fix, you fix it. Some collect and sort garbage, recycling as income, plastic, metal, cardboard. Sold by the kilo. It's not much, but it's something. And when there's no state safety net, community becomes everything. Neighbors watch each other's kids, share food when someone's short, lend money without interest. This isn't misery tourism, this is just a Tuesday afternoon. People making the best of what they have. That's something statistics don't capture. The poverty rate can drop from 37% to 17%, and it has. But numbers don't show you someone sharing a joke with their neighbor while sitting on train tracks. You can walk through a lot of places like this, in different countries, different contexts, and there's always one thing that hits different. The kids. This is what stays with me. Kids. Sitting together along this wall, helping each other with homework. Education in Cambodia is officially free. It's in the constitution. 9 years of schooling, guaranteed. But in reality, families often face informal fees. Teachers earn around $120 to $150 a month, and many charge small daily fees just to get by. A few cents per student, but when you have 3 or 4 children, it adds up. For many families, that's the difference between school and work. And yet, here they are, learning right next to the tracks, in the dust, together. I walk back the way I came, past the shacks, past the dogs, past the garbage, and then I'm standing in front of the car dealerships again. Cambodia is changing fast, faster than almost anywhere else in the region, and that creates these moments, these collisions between different realities just meters apart. I don't have a message, I don't have a solution, just this. These people exist, they have names, they have lives, they laugh, they struggle, they help their kids with homework. Sometimes that's enough, just to see, to witness. If you want to see more of this journey, subscribe to City Overseas, and maybe take a moment to think about what growth really means and who it leaves behind.